how do recruiters look for the soft skills? How do they identify that in all of the many profiles that they're looking at?
Well, most recruiters now are doing very proactive recruiting. So they're using a platform such as LinkedIn, and there's others as well, but if they're using LinkedIn, they're going in and they're putting in their search very specific words. Collaborator, team player. Maybe if they're looking for somebody who's a software developer, they're putting in particular languages that that person codes in. If there's certain certifications for their industry, they're putting in those certifications. So they're building out very specific search strings. If they're using LinkedIn Recruiter, which many, many companies are, it gives you the ability to look at skills, create these long Boolean search strings so that they can really find the combination that they're looking for. See those people who have that on their profile, and then begin to reach out to them. So proactive recruiting is really what people need to be doing to find the talent that they want.
And I've heard at some of the HR meetings that I go to that artificial intelligence is doing a lot of the first layer of recruiting. So you may miss the mark if you don't have those words there, right? Because that's what they're looking for, are those key words.
Absolutely. One of the first things, if somebody comes to us and they're starting to embark on a job or career transition, and this is really important if it's switching industries, what we'll say is send us some job positions that you're interested in. Because we need to identify the keywords that are in that particular job description. So we'll say send us 3 or 4, and then we'll look at each one of them. And the words that are in that job description, we need to make sure then are woven into their profile, and suggest that they are also woven into their resume. If they're not, and they're applying online, if they don't have the same keywords that's in that job description that's been notated within that applicant tracking system, they could be the perfect person for the job. They'll never be found.
Sounds a little bit like search engine optimization.
Absolutely. It really is. And that's why when people say to me, I think LinkedIn's really random. LinkedIn is only random if we're random. LinkedIn's algorithm is looking at what's on our profile and who we're connected to and saying, oh, okay, this is what's on their profile. This is where they went to school. These are the groups that they're in. This is what their network looks like. We're going to give them more of those people, those opportunities, those types of groups to consider being a part of. So if somebody's switching industries, they really have to jumpstart their network in a different way and get more connected to people in the new industry so that LinkedIn suggests more of those people and it unlocks that kind of a network. So it's constantly evolving.
Oh, it's so complicated. And that's why we need somebody like you to help us navigate those waters.
Well, we are always looking at that, right? And we're just looking at it from probably a more discerning, critical standpoint. Not critical in a negative sense, but like, hey, these are the things you need to know about. And LinkedIn, as all the search engines are continually changing and tweaking their algorithm.